All right, Shalom Israel, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakah Kadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone, my salutations to the brothers, teaching word for the hopeful light to the hopeful extended elect, Shalom, blessing. Real quick video, and I'm going to get into more music and entertainment because the same thing that we love to do, or and almost brought to do in this world, we got to cast down, and expose, and then, uh, spit out the bones, um, edify with, music and entertainment is a very influential instrument to our people, man. All the hairstyles, all the dressing, all that comes from these damn celebrities. You know, like I said, even with Bob Marley, Jake started rocking the dreads when he came out. And then it resurfaced with Lil Wayne and, so forth with Lil Kim. They started dressing with, provocative clothing. I mean, that started back then, but I'm talking about it resurfaces because they watch the celebrities, you know, or they see somebody, young children see their friends do it, but their friends are watching TV and all that. So, that's why we go into these topics with the industry and, music, sports, and all that. Especially if we've been a part of that same thing or wanting to be a part of that same thing at once. I mean, a time in our lives. But why don't they listen to Stevie Wonder? I've listened, and some of the songs I had to do a retake on because, when you're in the truth, you hear the songs different, of course. And they sometimes it can have a different meaning. Stevie said, "I just called to say I love you." Now, if you got a mother or father, you say, "Hey," or vice versa. They call you and say they love you. It shouldn't have to be over no damn holiday. Like to prove I love. I mean, it shouldn't even have to be. The love should be grown in the house already. But now it's a proof the love because of this fucked up world we live in. But I shouldn't have to call my pops and my moms or mother, Father's Day or Mother's Day, to prove I love them or, that if I don't love them. As Stevie Wonder made a song I just called to say I love you, and and you can see all the no's. And there's no New Year's Day to celebrate. No chocolate covered candy hearts to give away. No first spring no song to sing. It's just an ordinary day. It don't have to be on Mother's Day. It don't have to be on Thanksgiving. It don't have to be on your birthday and shit. No April rain, no flowers bloom. No wedding Saturday within the month of June. Had to be on no damn wedding, but by all those anniversaries and all that. I love you, without having to do these things. Like, even with females, on the first date, to prove you like them, you got to buy flowers and all that. You didn't have to do that back then. Now, it was an impression, maybe a gesture, whatever, catch your attention, but it wasn't how it's supposed to be, the format, laying the foundation. Because when people get married, they don't do that stuff no more, man. They do that to get the date. That was if you get flowers at your doorstep and you get and about the time you get married, that's the last time she might see flowers. Cause you were doing that to get her attention. It says, but what it is something true made up to these three words that I say to you. I just called to talk to you. I just called to say what's up. I love you. It don't have to be no fucking big ass event and shit. No summer's high, no warm July, no harvest moon, all this. Oh, here you go. No Libra, sun, no Halloween, no giving thanks, no Laah. That's kind of like when you read the commandments in Hebrew, it's Laah, Laah, Laah. No, commit adultery. No, um, worshiping other gods before, besides the Most High. No, um, you know, no, pretty much, um, no killing, no stealing. You know, no covenant of man's. It's all Laahs. No giving thanks to all the Christmas joy you bring. I don't want to hear that no more. No. Most High say he shall not um, smell in our solemn assembly, our solemn, shall not smell in our feast, our solemn, and not enjoy our solemn assemblies, paraphrasing. You know? But what it is, though old, so new. The old ways of doing things, but it's new because people are so wrapped up into this modern day society, which you got to prove everything. You know, now proof. Is this us? These scriptures for reproof, instruction, and sound doctrine. And all that. We understand that. I'm saying that the mode of it, the foundation of it, it was supposed to be grown out of already in the fabric of, you know, what it constituted. Just like sex constitutes marriage, and they be like, they bug out, the Christians bug out, how could you say that? But the love was already there. The marriage was already there. We're married to the Most High as a nation. And then you have sex with your woman, that's just a part of the natural thing that's supposed to go down when you care for somebody. Now that the love is not there with Israel, now it seems like, well, we got to establish some. Some of these women saying, I don't do that until I get married. Like a man's gonna wait around for you, you know, to get for y'all to get married and then do it. Nah, I've not known in any relationship on earth like that. And if it was, the two parties were occupied heavily into something else where they wasn't yet building like that. They had, you know, demanding jobs. They had, you know, they went to the gym, things that occupy their day. Uh, so, yeah. So all that, no autumn breeze, no falling leaves, all that beauty, that summer stuff, that, and it's a good, a good day to go out. Hey, wait, you didn't say you love me. Every day you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? If you have a couple that live together and you have to, and you have to say I love you every day. That's some heavy BS, man. Like the love is already in the house. The love is already with the kids. You know, like Most High said, be like unto children. You know what I'm saying? Hear children saying every day, "Do you love me, Dad?" Because they see that they're being taken care of. You can take care of a woman all day, but she'll still ask if you love her or not. You know, you gave her flowers for 10 years, and then you just, all of a sudden, like, that's old fashioned, flowers. I don't know. I don't do that no more. And then she's like, "Do you love me?" Bitch, I've been giving you, and I don't know a man that would do that. But I'm just saying, a lot of men give their women gifts, and I don't, I wouldn't say there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, especially if she's a submissive woman and, she fulfills her role as a wife, as and a mother and so forth. Yeah, you'll surprise her and she'll surprise you. I mean, even Queen Sheba brought all that stuff to Solomon. Um, Solomon did some things for them, but it got too out of hand. But I'm just saying, but they got to recognize the order and recognize a child has to learn no before yes. You know. Now, now, nothing's really said to children when they little babies. They just get fed, and the parents are just talking. But when they start to move around, it's no, a no yes thing, and it's mainly no. No, you can't touch that. No, you can't do that. No, 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 no. And they cry, no, you can't go with daddy. No, you can't go, you know what I'm saying? You can't go with grandma, whatever. So you're going to hear a lot of no's before yeses. And you got to learn to know. You got to take the reject. It might seem rejection, no's are not rejections. They keep you protected. They keep you grounded. Keep you, you know, um, in a structure for your well-being. You know, no, you can't go out to the party because the party is trouble. You can't go out to what's the name's house because they don't. She lets her kids do anything in the world and shit. Can't go over there. You can't go up the street, or down the street or up this street or up this place because it's nothing but trouble. And that's how the Most High is. Laah, 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 Laah. But everything else is yes. Get your heart's desire. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. These people are so, they idolize so much our people and they're fans to these celebrities. But, and talking about, I enjoyed the song and I listened to it and I love, he's a writer, she's a writer. But then the words, they don't even, understand the words. Like, hey, no, I didn't call you. I didn't give you. Oh, you got a gift for me is our anniversary. No, I just called to talk to you, tell you, that you doing a good job. That I enjoy your company and all that. I don't have to buy fucking big ass gift on anniversary and a wedding and shit. And who set these holidays up and these days up too? Seems like every month is a money day. Keep a man broke. That diamond ring costs more than it's worth. Costs more than what in this world, what the man is worth. But the most I say, you make a man more precious than gold, man. Anyway, before I talk too much, I got some, I didn't pull scriptures, but I mentioned some scriptures. And they say, examine before thou judge, examine a matter. It said, let your word be nay or yea. So words are important. You can't just speak out anything, man. Like this female once said that the Bible is a book of spells. It is spells. If you say somebody's name or if you say these words, any of these words that you'll try to emphasize on, you'll say, well, spell it out, and somebody will spell it out. That's a spell. It's spelling it out. But it's action behind these words and the spirit behind these words. That's what people don't know. So I think it's even the scripture said it's word is spirit or something like that. I think that said the word is spirit and life. But the main word is Yahweh Shai. We know that, And when he spoke, they was you'd be highly offended or you'd be, highly respectable. But anyway, Shalom. Hope it's edifying.